how are you? Today I brought a wonderful recipe for your lunch or dinner. It's a one-dish meal, low in carbs and delicious. It's great if you're looking to do low carb to lose weight, control your blood sugar, or just live a healthier life. On top of everything, this recipe is budget friendly. It's vegetarian, meaning it has no meat, no chicken, no fish, but it's still packed with protein. So, you're going to love it for sure, and the whole family will enjoy it. Stick around until the end because you won't want to miss this. Before we start, I want to ask you, when you're in a rush at lunch or dinner, what do you usually do? When you haven't thawed the meat, chicken, or fish, what do you make quickly? Write it for me in the comments. Do you order something, or do you try to make something with whatever you have on hand? I would love to see your comment. Remember to take a look down below in the description, where I always leave the ingredients with the quantities and nutritional information. Also, go ahead and leave your like because that really helps me out here on the channel. This shows YouTube that you trust my content and it really helps me out here. And if you know someone who needs these healthy, weight loss friendly, and budget friendly recipes, share the video. Let's help more people and expand our chain of kindness because that's what I want here with the channel. I'm going to turn on my stove now and add olive oil because I'm going to saute the onion in the oil. Wait for it to get nicely sauteed. Sauteing these vegetables that I'm going to add here will make the flavor totally different and wonderful. If we just take this raw onion and add it to the rest of the ingredients, the flavor is completely different from when we saute it. So that's what I'm going to do, just wait a little bit. Remember that onion, besides being wonderful for seasoning, is also great for our health and excellent for immunity. It's excellent for our gut. It's naturally prebiotic, so the good bacteria in our intestines love to feed on this onion. I'm going to wait a little bit, and when it starts to look more translucent, I'll come back and we'll continue from there. Now that the onion is more golden, I'm going to add the tomato. That's good because it will also bring more moisture here and help soften the onion even more, without us needing to add more fat or water. Tomatoes are great. On top of everything else, they're packed with beta-carotene, lycopene, and antioxidants. They're also low in carbs and high in fiber. When we do this, it will already start to break down and will make more room here in our skillet. I'm not even going to wait too long because I'm going to add other vegetables here as well, and I'll let everything cook together at the same time. So I'm going to add my carrot here, finely grated. I grated everything using the fine grater. Remember that carrots also have a lot of fiber. The fiber in carrots is insoluble, so it really helps with satiety and also with forming more stool. It really helps with constipation. And I'm also going to add zucchini. The zucchini is already starting to release water here. Basically, zucchini is very low carb, high fiber, and packed with antioxidants. So it will take some time for the water that's naturally present in the zucchini to evaporate. So I'm going to take my time here. I'll wait for everything to be sauteed and cooked through. So when everything is just the way I want it, well sauteed, well seasoned, really tasty, I'll come back. I'm going to keep working on it here, and when it's just right, I'll come back so we don't waste any time. While our vegetables are sauteing and getting really flavorful, I'm going to make a cream for us to mix in and put on top. So the base of this cream will be eggs. Let me mix the egg white with the yolk here, and I'm going to season the egg here first, because then it'll be easier to distribute the seasoning to the rest. I'm just going to add salt and a bit of paprika. I'm going to use smoked paprika because I think it will add a unique flavor to our recipe. You can use whatever you like. If you like turmeric, cumin, whatever you want, you can add it here. Curry, whatever you want. Tell me, which seasonings do you like to use in your daily cooking? Now I'm going to add a mix of cheeses here. I'm going to put in a bit of Parmesan and a bit of fresh ricotta because that way I'll get even more protein, but I'll also balance out the saltiness and the fat. Because Parmesan has more fat and more salt than ricotta, and the ricotta will also make it creamier. So I'm going to mix it all together. My mouth is watering. Now I'm going to bring the skillet back. We're going to finish everything in there. You'll see what I mean. The vegetables are already well cooked, as you can see. And I turned off the heat because now I have here the egg mixture with the cheeses. The heat is off. I just turned it off now. Before turning the heat back on, I'm going to mix this in here. So I'm even going to use this whisk here, which I was using to mix the eggs, and I'm going to do it like this so it gets really well mixed. To make sure everything is really well combined. If you love low-carb recipes that help you lose weight, control your blood sugar, and reduce inflammation, I have a few amazing playlists. I'll leave them down below in the description. Look, they've already become more incorporated. Now I'm going to go back here with the spatula. The smell is just insane. It's really wonderful. I'm going to arrange it like a skillet pie, and I'm going to add a little extra touch here to make it look really nice and even more flavorful, because for me, there's no limit to seasoning and I like to add as much as possible. And I love tomatoes, you know that. Let me just even this out here because we have to try to make it as level as possible. And look, I've grabbed a few more cherry tomatoes and some green onions to garnish. I'm turning the heat down to low just to finish things up. It won't be much longer now. I'll be back in a bit to show you the final results and give it a taste. I'll be right back. Stick around. Let me just finish putting a few tomatoes here. I won't add too many because I think it's more of a little touch, a decoration, because there's already tomato in here. And now look, some green onion. This one is dehydrated. I always like to have it at home because that way I never run out of green onion. Now we just have to wait and I'll be right back. It's ready now. I couldn't resist. I added a few more pieces of tomato because I love tomato. Now I'm going to cut it carefully, afraid of messing up my frying pan here. And I'll show you the inside on the plate because I think you'll be able to see it better. Make this at home. I'm sure you're going to love it. Look how creamy it is. The smell is amazing. I wish you could smell it. Remember to leave a like on the video. That really helps me out here on the channel. And go ahead and share it with someone you know will like it, with someone who needs these healthy recipes. Let's spread this chain of kindness together because that's what I want here on the channel. See you next time. Bye. This combination of the two cheeses turned out wonderful. Creamy, a little salty. The vegetables added a freshness. It balanced out perfectly. Try it yourself. See you next time. Bye.